Hi, everybody. Good afternoon, and welcome to another Share Show. This is the 25th of August, and you're very welcome. And wow, have I got a revelation for you today. Our potential for making money safely has just increased. We've worked through an additional type of trade that's going to come in very, very handy. More on that shortly. First, let's look at the markets. And this is the Standard & Poor's 500. So it's an index of the top 500 stocks on the US markets. Good, bad, or indifferent. They're just the largest. And it's a daily chart. So each of the candlesticks represents a single day. You can see what happened last week was at the beginning of the week, it being expiration week, the stock fell back to support the bottom white diagonal line. And then over the course of the rest of the week and the beginning of this week, it began to rise again. Now that's great. We like it to rise, and it's literally at the highest it's ever been. However, that drop did cause a little bit of concern amongst the people who were on the other end of the puts that we'd sold. So we've had some stock put to us that we didn't particularly want to be put to us at prices that we didn't like. A little further in this video, we're going to look at how we can deal with that. But don't worry, we can deal with it. So the markets are fine, nothing to worry about there. And next, our weekly look at research. And based on the prices at the end of last week, I put together my list of trades that we will look at during the course of this week. And there are fewer of them. That's because at the end of the week, prices were rising, so I didn't particularly like them all. I've also begun to get a little bit more picky. So I'm less interested in trades with a lower return, and also trades, for example, that got $5 strike prices. But nonetheless, we've certainly got more than enough trades available and more arriving all of the time to make very good money, as you'll see when we look at performance. And leading on from the research, I'm going to ask the question, what happens when? And this week, that is going to be what happens when stock that we have sold a put on, and let's say $40, is put to us when the stock price is only $28. We are $12 underwater. What can we do about it? And that's probably the most inconvenient thing that can happen to us. I deliberately haven't called it the worst thing because it's not the worst thing. It is purely inconvenient. We can do something about it, and we've got alternatives. But yes, it happens, and it has happened this week. So I'm going to give you an insight into how we deal with that situation. It happened this week because we saw a big drop in prices just before expiration, and it left us holding some stock that we paid prices for, which are good prices. They're prices that reflect the quality and the value of the business, but the market temporarily decided to have them at a lower price. So let's see what we can do about it. And we've got a case study. The case study is a real one. This one is actually taken from the Tees Traders Investment Club. So hi guys, don't worry here. Firstly, the stock was put to us because we'd sold a put at $40. And the price at the time of this recording was $28.36. Mccorba is not a happy man. $11.64 underwater. So what can we do? Well, one answer is just wait. We forecast that the PETS stock will increase to $42, but it could take some time. And anyway, things are not quite as bad as they look because we actually collected $12.95 in option income. So even though the shares were put to us at 40, the current price is 28.36, we're still $1.31 above water. But we want to make more profit than that, and we don't want to wait forever to get our hands on it. So here comes yet another amazing strategy to contribute to our policy of never losing money. And I've got two alternatives today. So alternative one, we can sell covered calls. At present, we could get $1.45 if we sold the October $30 strike price call. And we could keep doing that. If the prices that we were getting stayed at around $1.45 and we want to get back to having $40, then it could take a year or more. However, it would still be quite lucrative if we had sold calls on the way up to back to the price of $40. We could make something like $25 on the whole deal, but it would take a year. So here's another suggestion. Alternative 2, stage 1, sell the stock for $28.36. I can hear you saying he must be crazy or even more crazy. He's bought it for $40 and sold it for $28.36. But that doesn't take into account stage 2. As soon as we've sold it, we sell another $40 strike price put option for a later month, perhaps January. And we could get at present for that about $12.50. So let's go through the maths on that. We got $12.95 for selling the put. And now we've had to pay out $40 to buy the shares. If we sell the shares again, we're going to get $28.36 in. And if we then sell the new put, that will be $12.50 also coming in. And the upshot of all that is that we are $13.81 to the good, and we have released buying power to be able to go and do other trades. So that looks like a good option with this particular set of figures. So it's not always going to be the case. Sometimes alternative 1 will be quicker and more lucrative. It depends on the gap between where the price is now and where we're trying to get to. Performance, let's see how things are going. And first of all, tease traders. We've got 2 screenshots from the panel on the trading platform here, one taken after the close of business on Friday, which was expiration Friday, and another one taken at the close of business last night, which was Tuesday, the 24th of August. And the net liquidation value, which is the main value of the account, has gone up by $2,416 or 3.43%. We should be on for our 6 or 7% this month if we can do that much in a week. We've also got a change in the unrealized profit. That's actually gone up by 9,646. So I think between those figures, you can tell that we're doing okay. We're not worried about the performance of Tees. It will continue on its merry way. We've got nearly 70,000 in what they call cash, what I call the profit reservoir. That is where money will come from across into the net liquid value to give us profits going forward. Within this account, there is the potential from the trades we've already done to double the value of the account. Can't be bad. And I should add, I don't think any of those trades extend beyond November or December of this year. Now, some of them will get pushed back, so it will take longer to realize that cash into the net liquid value. But on the other hand, we will be making new trades, so the figure will go up and some of that money will come in early. So we'll keep looking at it. I'll keep you informed of this on a week-to-week basis, and we're reintroducing regularly now the dashboard and the statements. The statements have always gone out, but we're calculating the dashboards, and that will definitely come out at the end of the month. So let's have a look at Diamond. Diamond also took an increase in its net liquidation value, nearly $24,000, which for it being a much larger account is 5.76%. And the cash was up 10,000 or 2.17. You'll see on their figures that the unrealized profit is actually negative. It's less negative than it was, but that's nothing to be concerned about. That's just the movement because we've got a lot of new trades in there, and they will slowly move, as they have already, from minus 29,000 to minus 16,000. So I am also delighted with the progress being made by Diamond. And one more, this is Fortune. So Fortune have seen an increase in their value of 6,000, which is 5%, again, between the 20th and the 24th, it's not bad. And their unrealized profits are actually up 45%. There's nearly $154,000 in their cash or profit reservoir, which is well over 100% on the net liquid value that they've got now. All 3 clubs are doing well, and we're very happy with the progress. I just want to mention again, I hope I'm not going to bore you with the live event. You're probably getting to the point where you think we'll be glad when it's actually over, but it is looking absolutely fantastic. There's plenty of people coming on it, and we've got some brand new techniques to unveil there, which will enhance profits further and which will make our trading even more safe. If you can possibly do it, come along. Even if you can only make it for part of the time. So Friday afternoon, we're looking at the trading account statements and we're looking at the dashboards. So we're going to go through them in absolute detail so everybody thoroughly understands them and gets a chance to question any figures and any arrangements that are within them. Friday night is a dinner and also a bit of a social. It's a chance for us to mix and mingle, to meet each other in a social situation and to get some one-to-ones going where people have got questions they don't want to ask in open forum. I can't see any of those particularly, but you know how people are. And on the Saturday, that's when the real magic happens. On Saturday, we'll spend the whole day looking at call options and put options and all the different circumstances around them. What I would like people who are attending to do is to think of the most awkward questions they can, the most difficult situations they can come up with, and basically say, well, how would you get out of that? And I challenge anyone to come up with something that we haven't got a good, solid, strong answer for. So if you want to book on the event, there are still places on it. It is filling, but there are still places on it. You go to the smartinvestments.ai website and look for the tab, which is 24th, 25th live event. Click onto that. There's a form there you complete, and away you go. There's also a link going around, which is for the hotel. I think we're going to run out of rooms, so I'm trying to get some more rooms made available at the corporate rate. So that's a live event. At long last, we have got the partnership situation sorted out. So we now have a partnership agreement and illustration of earnings, and also the introducer agreement is ready and the links are ready. So introducers are members who want to introduce friends, family, work colleagues, casual acquaintances, and so on, and they will get paid for doing so. Joint venture partners are those who would like to make a real business out of it, and you will be amazed if you look at the figures on that, at the potential for making this pay. This is a huge business opportunity that can make people into millionaires in a very short time. So have a look, and if it's for you, ask questions, sign up as you will, and we'll get going. Plenty of interest in these too. So that's it for this week. I'm busy sorting trades out and doing stuff, and I'll talk to you again next week. In the meantime, any questions, as always, I'm generally available by phone, by WhatsApp, or even put them in the WhatsApp group if you think the whole group would benefit from the answer. Thanks again.